Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can get your website onto the first page of Google search results, so that way you can get all that search volume and all those calls coming directly to your business. So what I've done is 3 different searches in the area for air duct cleaning, carpet cleaning, and mold inspection, and I've taken the top search result and the top company from each of these, as well as your own company, and put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site, and then ranks its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So just quickly looking at some of the numbers, we can see why these websites are ranking in the first position, well above yours. But let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and how you can improve them. So when Google is trying to determine how to rank a website on the list, it uses 2 different factors. The first is what's called the trust or the authority in your website, which is basically just a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours by creating a link. Now, for example, if the local news station did an article on their website, say the top 10 best cleaning services in the area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there's a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours, any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases. However, one very important and powerful one is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those directories include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. They're usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google search. Now, we can see why Google is trusting these websites over yours and therefore putting them at the top of the list. However, there's something to make note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. Certain links can be spammy and not authoritative, so we need to be going after strong websites that are trusted by Google, but they're also relative to the services that you offer, and therefore they'll transfer power and trust to your site as well by creating that link. Now, the second factor for ranking the website is the content on the page. So if we go in here and look, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your page, as well as the volume, the total number of searches per month. So this is where we do some research in your area, as well as the competitors, to see what the highest volume searches are and make sure that those are being included on the website. Now, just to show you an example, let's say cleaning services, Raleigh, North Carolina. That's being searched 500 times per month. Right now, you're in the 89th position, which is going to put you somewhere around the 9th page of Google search. If you were on the first page, 500 people will be seeing your website. Google Analytics estimates that about 10% of those searching will actually become leads to their business. And then depending on what the close rate is for your particular industry and your customer retention, you can see how that many potential leads coming in off of just one keyword can lead to a good potential amount of revenue at the end of the month and at the end of the year. And then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords. And like I said, we do some snooping around and find out what other companies are ranking for their keywords as well, and make sure that those are also being included. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on your site. So if we go back here, looking at your website, the layout is great actually. We've got all the information that people can eat right at the top. What I would probably do is try to make these clickable, so they're click to call, especially when it's mobile optimized. People on a mobile device can just hit this with one finger and automatically start calling. Having a form submit at the top is great. People can just contact you right away. What I am noticing though is there isn't a whole lot of content. And the reason why that's a problem is because Google is going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. It's usually looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page, because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert you are and the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also searching for those keywords, usually going to be any kind of service that you offer and then the areas that you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play, because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or locations and keywords you want to be found for, the more content that will have to be added to the page to support it. So if we go back to our search results, up here at the very top, this is what's called the Google Map Pack. To be listed in here, you just need to have a optimized Google Business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so it can be done right from a smartphone. There are ways, like I said, to optimize this so that way you can get at the top of the list, because it is beneficial since you will show up as one of the top 3 listings on any kind of search page. To do so, you just need to make sure you're filling out as much of the profile as possible, including all the services you offer, the areas you offer it in, even the hours of operation. In your business description, there should be a full 750 characters. We can optimize that with certain keywords. Then you also want to be adding photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service area, as well as posts onto your profile on a regular basis. Collect as many reviews, and then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. Now, underneath that, this is what's called the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up in the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition, and then you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming to your business. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, or if you'd like to go into any kind of further detail. We could talk about some of your goals and do some research to find exactly what it would take for you to reach those. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you soon.